Hello again everybody and welcome back to Will Does Magic. My name is Will. I hope you're all having a magical day. First time we're posting on a Sunday as well, so the new routine is up and going. I just want to say that the last video when I talked about this new thing is coming up very shortly, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I hope you'll like it, guys, and I hope the response will be amazing. If it's not a big deal, but I really do think that you guys are going to enjoy it because I enjoy doing these videos as well. It gives me a bit more creative room to kind of work on things, and you'll see what I mean when I release it, but I'm sure you'll like it. For today's video, it's going to be a simple card trick that is a variation of a card trick I've shown before on this channel. So if you want to see the original performance, go check it out. I'll link it down in the description down below. As always, if you like the video, please show it by hitting that like button and comment on what you guys want to see next. And if you are new to the channel, first of all, welcome, but also hit that magical subscribe button and turn those notifications on. But without further ado, let's get into the performance of this trick. Alright, so for this trick, guys, all we need is a deck of cards. We can go ahead and give the deck a quick little shuffle and a couple of cuts. Now, I'm going to have the spectator select any card they like. So let's say they select the card right over here. And then I like them to look at that card, remember it. And then I'm going to take it back and place it somewhere in the middle of the deck. Now we're going to push this card in and we're going to give the deck a couple of cuts as well as a couple of riffle shuffles, just to make sure that your card really is lost in the deck. Now, I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to have you pick up any amount of cards and cut them. So, let's say cut about half. And then I'm going to have you pick any pile you like. So, let's say you pick the pile over here. All right, I'm going to have you hold on to that pile for now, and I'm going to take the other pile. Now, there's about a 50-50% chance that we're holding your card in one of these, or well, there's a 100% chance that we're holding your card, but there's a 50% chance there and about a 50% chance right here. So this is going to make things a lot harder for me because you could be holding that card and you could be the magician in this case. So I'm going to pick out, let's say maybe 5 cards from the deck, and I'm going to see if I can just happily, blindly guess your card. So let's go top card a bit further down. We can go close to middle. That's 3. Let's do 4, and let's do the bottom card just for the fun of it. All right, so we should have 5 cards here. 1 2 3 4 5 cards. All right, good. Now I'm going to show these cards to you one by one, and I want you to tell me afterwards if you saw your card or not. You got it? So not during it, but afterwards, did you see your card or not? So we have the 3 of spades, the 8 of spades, the ace of clubs, the queen of hearts, and the 6 of clubs. Did you see your card in one of those 5 cards? You did? All right, then I don't need the rest of this deck, so I'm going to put that away. And you said you saw one of your cards in these 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What was your card? Let's just start there. The 8 of spades. All right. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could get the ace of spades by just dropping those cards, snapping it, and turning it towards the deck? You see, now there's only 4 cards left here. And hopefully none of these is the 8 of spades. Because the 8 of spades invisibly traveled to the middle of the pack you're holding. Now that is the trick, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's get into the tutorial of this trick. So guys, the tutorial for this trick, as I said, there is a previous trick on the channel that uses the Biddle trick, I believe it's called in Magic Mouth, that uses the same technique, but this is a different variation on it. So you're gonna go ahead and give the deck a quick couple of riffle shuffles just to get the deck mixed up, and then you're gonna have the spectator select any card out of the deck. And you want to do a top control. Now there are a million ways you can do a top control. I like to put it back somewhere in the middle. Show that. Give the card a little press down with your thumb and get a thumb break right above that card. Now from here, I just pick off about half that pile, put it down, and pick up that thumb break, put that down, and then pick the rest of the deck and put it down. That leaves me with the 3 of hearts on top. So again, you would put the 3 of hearts in, push it down, thumb break, cut off, down. And then I like to do a riffle shuffle, keeping that 3 of hearts on top. And then I like to say, just for good measure, you know, we're gonna do a second riffle shuffle. And you know, maybe for a third good measure, we're gonna do a third riffle shuffle as well, just to kind of get the cards mixed up. So you've controlled their card to the top. Now you're gonna do a magician's choice, which is gonna be that they're gonna cut the cards wherever they like. So they cut the cards and you tell them to pick any pile. If they pick this pile, you're gonna give the pile to them. If they pick the pile with the 3 on top, you're gonna take that pile. So let's say they pick this pile. All right, you hold on to that. Let's pick this pile. Okay, you pick this, so I'm gonna take this pile and you hold on to the other one. So either way, you get the pile with 3 on top. You take them to hold, or you tell them to hold on to this pile for a little bit. And you can go ahead and give the deck a couple riffle shuffles here, keeping that 3 on top. I think it's a good way of showing that it looks more natural, like you have no idea what you're doing. But in all honesty, you're just keeping that 3 on top, making sure that they don't see it. But you can do it as many times as you like if you can control the riffle shuffle pretty good. So you tell them that, all right, let's just make fun this. I'm gonna pick out maybe 5 cards. So you're gonna pick the top card. You're gonna pick any other 4 cards. I like to go a little bit spread out in the deck. And then if you pick the top card, well, let's pick the bottom cards as well. And you're gonna pick these up. Now their card is on the bottom, and you want to have it in the second position from the top. So I like to take one of the cards, put it down below, and then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you pick those cards up, just like place it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you turn these over, or you collect them. You turn these over and say that, all right, I'm gonna go through this one by one. If your card is there, I want you to tell me at the end of it, not during it, at the end of it. Now here's where you're gonna do the Biddle part, the Biddle slide, I should call it maybe. So I like 2 fingers in front, thumb in the back. You got the index and pinky just flying out in the air. You're gonna use your thumb to peel off that first card. Now that second card is gonna be their card. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that 3, place it, and try to use either your long or ring fingers to keep a little gap between those cards. Because when you get over next time, you're going to square up those cards. You're going to pull that 7 out and re-gripping that 3 with your ring, long finger, and your thumb on the other side. So you peel off that 10, the first card, you peel off the second card, you come in, square up the cards, you peel off that 7, and you re-grab their 3. You peel off that 8, you peel off the 6, and you say, was one of these 5 cards, you mentioned the 5 again, one of your cards? They're gonna say yes. You put these away, all right, good. Then we don't need the rest of this pack, and we don't need your pack. So now you got the 3 here, you're gonna place these down, making sure that they're not seeing that 3. And you can tell them to hold on to the deck if they want to, but they think that their card is in this pile. Now, what I like to do is a double conviction. No, that's not the word, but a double convincing move, I guess you can call it. So I like to do another Biddle. So 1, 2, and then you do the same move. So you pull that back and re-grabbing that card underneath. So you pull 1, you pull 2, you pull number 3 and bring back number 2. You pull number 4 and you pull number 2 again, which makes it look like 5. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, in all honesty, there's just 4 cards, but that pulling number 1, pulling number 2, pulling number 3 and re-grabbing the 2, pulling number 4 and pulling number 2 as number 5 again. That will make it look a lot more convincing that there's 5 cards here. Now you can either have them hold on to these 4 cards, or you can have them in your own hand and do a little flare, or as I like to do it, just kind of drop and snap, hit that deck and say, did you see it? They did not see it because nothing really happened. But you turn over these cards and say that their card has magically vanished, and you ask them to spread these cards out and their card will be right in that middle of the pack. Now that is a trick, guys. Give it a bit of practice and I'm sure you'll learn it pretty quickly. It's not a super hard slide. It just takes a bit of practice to get that Biddle moving. And I'm gonna say it's hard even for me when you haven't done it for a couple of weeks to get that Biddle movement looking as natural as possible. But you practice it, you'll get it. I'm 100% sure about that. And go out, try in district and perform it. That's it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, please show it by hitting the like button and comment on what you guys want to see next. As always, if you're new, hit that magical subscribe button and turn those notifications on. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you all be having a magical day and I'll see you next time. Bye.